Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to
Good
another
afternoon.
exciting episode of CampusCare debate presented by Entab. As you all are aware, that Corona is here to stay, I guess, and this time we've brought uh, brilliant students from all across India, from different cities, and the topic of the debate would be: should internships or industrial training be part of school learning? And to judge our young talent, we have two amazing educators with us. So, the first judge that we have on today is Dr. Jacob Das. He's from St. Francis Convent Higher Secondary School, Khandwa, MP. So, a few words of motivation. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody, and all the students. All my best, and I hope you are going to rock today's debate. In this Corona time, we are going to have this. So, thanks, Entab. And just a little correction: I am from Yavatmal Public School, Yavatmal. You just missed out that.
Yes, sir.
Is
To be honest,
yeah,
I when I
yeah.
read that, I thought you were from Yavatmal. I'm so
Okay.
sorry about that, sir. I'll make it
No, no, no,
correction.
no, not at all, not at all, Rajiv. No, no, I mean, nothing is like that. So we are all here to. I hope today we are going to get entertained a lot and find a lot of fight over there. So I'm just waiting because the topic is very nice. That internship, industrial training be part of the school. So let's listen from them. I think these youngsters are going to tell us a lot. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jacob sir. And I apologize for the
Sorry. No,
inconvenience.
no, no, nothing, nothing.
And the moving forward, the next judge that we have on board is Miss Jayeeta Ganguly. She's the vice principal of Kunskapsskolan Bengaluru. Jayeeta, ma'am,
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you,
Good
Entab,
evening, ma'am.
for having me here today and for organizing this wonderful debate competition. It is a great effort, and like you pointed out, times are bleak and dark, but we have life doesn't stop, life has to move on. And this is a wonderful way to engage our little youngsters here, our young adults. So, all the best to everyone. Just rock the show and bring the best in you. All the best.
thank you so much,
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
ma'am.
ma'am, for the lovely words of motivation. So, before we begin, let me quickly introduce you to our rules of the debate. For contestants, every contestant will get 5 minutes to speak on the topic. The speech at all costs must not exceed 7 minutes. After the participant finishes their speech, the floor will be open for interjection. An interjection is allowed only one question per second. Cross questioning is allowed this time. Speaking out of turn or any misbehavior can lead to immediate disqualification. The decision by the jury will be deemed final. Now, the rules for my lovely audience, those of who are my subscribers. Best comments in the comment section will win exciting prizes. But remember, guys, you have to subscribe to the channel first. So, वो जो लाल icon दिख रहा है उस पर click करो. The winners will be announced on our social media platforms. All the details are already mentioned in the description box. So let's quickly begin. And for the motion on should internships or industrial training be part of school learning, the first contestant I have with us is Vansh J. Domadia. He's from Neelkanth Vidyapeeth International School, Hyderabad. Vansh,
Yes, sir.
please begin, buddy. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Vansh Domadia from Neelkanth Vidyapeeth International School, Hyderabad, and I am speaking for the motion. So, starting with the debate, it is quoted by Milton Berle: "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door." I believe that ready-made door is an internship. You just got to open and enter into the world of opportunities. An internship is basically an official or a formal program to provide practical experience for beginners in any field. Industrial training basically refers to work experience done during the program of the study time that is relevant to the professional development. So, going by the definition, we get 2 points. The first point is that the word experience is the during the program of study that is best possible at the place of study. So, the place of the study is school. The theories and practicals has to go hand in hand. For example, we have completed our theory, which is we have completed in the school, and then we start up with the internship. So maybe we have forgotten the past theory. So it's like classwork is the theory and homework is the practical. So it has to go hand in hand to get a better experience. Yes, sir.
Go on, go on,
Hello.
Vansh, go on. Vansh, go on, go on. Please
Yes, sir.
continue.
Okay, thank you. So the next point, main point of an internship is career exploration. Internships are really great option for people who are not at all clear with what they want to do in the future. If someone has decided that they want to enter a specific field, let's take for example interior designing, an internship will pose them a question that they really want to do this or will they really be able to do it? So rather than completing the school and then doing an internship and then finalizing that what we want to do, it would be much better if we are completely clear about what we need to start as soon as we step out of our school. Internships provide a great environment to meet professionals in the career of the field that we want to pursue, as well as other interns of same interest. Hence, we build a very huge network. Internships also do prepare students for what to expect in their field and increase confidence in their work. So, professionalism and internships can provide students with soft skills needed in the workplace and how to communicate. So, other skills such as communication, leadership, problem solving, and teamwork can all be learned through an internship. And maybe that can be utilized in the experience too. So, first of all, internships help students to learn about the workplace culture. So, the employee and the relation with the employee and leadership structure, which would help them on board on their first professional job with more ease than if they haven't had professional experience. Internships help to build our resume. So most organizations and jobs that we apply to after the graduation, they want employees to have some sort of professional experience, even for entry level jobs. They would never prefer a complete fresher with no experience over an intern who has a lot of experience and knowledge, of course, in the field. Just imagine that you are a finalist for a position and haven't had any internship experience, but the other finalist has one. So you may lose out on a job opportunity. So, yes, internship has to be a part of school learning. There's nothing wrong in having internships as a part of school, but as we know, there are two sides of a coin. So it's obvious that there will be people against it, and some of them are in front of me. But it's not yours or my decision. It's the community who decides. Thank you.
Are you done, Vansh? Did you want to add something? Or are you stuck?
No, sir, I completed with the
Okay,
thank you.
wonderful. Now I will open the floor
Thank
for
you,
it.
sir.
Wonderful. That was a good point. You raised some good points. Now
Okay,
I will
sir.
open the floor for interjection from against the motion category. If you have any sort of questions, please raise your hands, everybody. So nobody wants to question Vansh.
Yes, sir.
Nobody wants to question Vansh. Okay. I guess Vansh, you were pretty clear with your point. Wonderful. So moving
Yes,
on,
sir. Thank you,
the
sir.
next contestant that we have is Vishi Sachdeva. She's from Wisdom Global School, Haridwar. Vishi,
Yes, sir.
please continue.
Yes, sir. So, an internship helps an employer evaluate how an individual would fare in the actual workplace. Hello, everyone. I am Vishi Sachdeva of Class 11 of the Wisdom Global School of Haridwar, and I will be speaking in the favor of the motion that I believe internships or industrial training should be a part of school learning. Internships are a great way to apply the knowledge from the classroom into the real world experience. Learning is one thing, but taking those learnings and those skills into the workforce and applying them is a great way to explore different career paths and specializations that suit individual interests. Having an internship gives you an experience in the career field that you want to pursue. Not only does this give an individual an edge over the candidates when applying for jobs, it also prepares them for what to expect in their field and gives them a boost of confidence in their work. The ability to develop the professional skills that promote growth and development, while at the same time gaining industry specific and often technological skills related to their field is absolutely valuable. Participating in internships can be a great way to get a taste of actual professional field, actual professional experience or a professional life in a particular field before you commit yourself to it fully. Besides, getting a foot in the door with a potential employer and looking good on a resume. With that, internships also have other advantages, such as the opportunity to test drive a career. Industrial training are a great way for students to acquaint themselves with the field that they're interested in, they want to pursue in their future. Some students begin 11th and 12th with a major career path in mind and they end up changing their minds later on. Taking on an internship while school allows them to work in their desired field helps them to decide if the field is right for them or do they really want to do it. By the time of their college, students who are interns are more likely to be clear and more feel confident about the path that they want to choose in their future. Having an industrial training benefits you in the working environment. And it also builds your network, your professional network. You know, there is 1 in a 16 chance of securing a job through professional network by connecting with people. So, yes, networking is critical. Internships provide a great environment to meet professionals in the career field and also the interns with the same interest. Students are afforded the opportunity to network and build contact. The internship is a stepping stone to additional opportunities with the same organization, including a full time employment. Wow! According to a 2016 National Association of Colleges and Employers, that is NACE survey, more than 56% of the seniors reported taking part in at least one internship. And out of those respondents, 56% were paid and 44% were unpaid. And out of those 44%, 72% internships were credit bearing. Internships can provide students with the soft skills needed in the workplace and in the leadership position. In a LinkedIn skills report of 2018, 57% people were rated soft skills as more important than the technical skills. Skills like the communication, problem solving, leadership, and of course, teamwork. And these all can be learned through an internship and utilized beyond that experience. Depending on your major, you may read about how organizations thrive and function in the textbooks, hear from the guest speakers who talk about those organizational structures, or dive into the case studies about the workplace culture. But, but my friend, nothing compares than the actual experience. Internships help students learn up all about the workplace culture, employee relation, and leadership structure, which should help them on board in their first professional job with more ease than if they haven't had any professional experience. Most organizations and jobs that you apply to following graduation want employees to have some sort of professional experience, even for entry level jobs. In the event that you're a finalist for a position and haven't had an internship experience and the other one has, you may out on that. So make sure you at least have one internship on your resume before leaving college or before leaving school to give you a leg up on the competition. Plus, let me take example from a school. What would you like to have? A surprise test or a test for which you're already prepared? I guess for which you're already prepared. At least you know what is going to come in the test and you can prepare for it. Unless surprise test, which most of the students sometimes fail. So yes, I would like to conclude by just stating a simple fact that internships or industrial training offer students a low pressure entry into their field. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vishi. Some really heavy hitting points, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm opening the floor for interjection. Does anybody have a question for Vishi? Okay.
Sir, can I put the question because even I'm for the topic.
No,
So
no,
can
no,
I?
no, buddy. It has to be against the motion only. So I guess Tanmay, you're
Yeah.
from
Yes.
against the motion, right?
Yes, sir.
Tanmay, please continue. What's your question?
So, Tanmay or Samya?
No, sir, I don't have any question.
Oh, okay, Samya, yes, Samya, you, so sorry.
Yes, sir. So, Vishi, I have a question for you. That is, we all know that there is not one student in a school. There are many students, and every student has a different job to aspire. So, how do you think that this
Samya, Samya, there's
Yes,
some,
sir.
your voice is not clear. Can you please,
So now is it clear?
yeah, please repeat the question. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, so I was saying that there are many students in the school. So every student aspires to take different jobs. So how do you think the school will provide internships? Sorry, Samya, sorry to
Samya,
interrupt. But can you repeat the last part, please?
yeah, we are unable to hear
I'm
you.
saying that how do you think the school will provide internships for each and every student when there are such variety of choices? Well, I would really like. Well, the question is very nice, first of all. But it's not the school that provides internships. Schools only takes internships from the companies, right? So company gives opportunities to the students. Plus, when you're in internship, doesn't mean you'll be paid for it, right? Well, so when you go for an internship, you're helping the company. When the company is helping you to prepare for your job. So when the company is helping you, it's not actually. Sometimes it's not paying you. So all you need to do is go under the former employer who has actually a lot of experience. All you need to do is observe and experience. So many students can be given that unpaid opportunity to learn. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, there are many students, how am I supposed to give them so many jobs? Because you don't have to actually pay them. Students are going to learn, not earn anything in school. Right? I hope I'm clear with my opinion. Yes.
Wonderful. So, any other question? This is the last question you can ask. By the way, guys, let me just remind you quickly that there are points if you have an interjection. So, you should remember this very clearly. All right. Rishi Raj, did you raise a hand or do you have a question to ask from Vishi?
I have a question to ask.
Go on, and can you please be a bit more louder? I can barely hear you.
Rishi, do you really think that
Rishi.
any average student would be able to cope up with school academics and internships both side by side? That's the speciality about internships, right, Rishi? That when you go for a job, and you're in school, the internships would be about just learning at the job. They won't be giving you any homework. These are internships, these are not actual jobs which will give you a lot of pressure. Because in school, they also be knowing that you have pressure from your academic side. So when they'll be giving you internship in school, they'll be understanding that. And they'll only be teaching you in the internships and not giving you any extra homework like your schools will be giving. Right?
Well, I hope Rishi that answers your question. And Vishi, to be honest, you haven't interned with me that you're saying that there's no under pressure. There's no pressure in internship then. Well, I would suggest you come to Entab.
That's why we're debating now. So we should get the internship. We'll also experience that.
Exactly. So,
Yes, sir.
wonderful point.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let me just quickly go to the last contestant for the motion. Her name is Akshita, and she's from Dasan Brown World School, Ferozpur, Punjab. Akshita, are you ready?
Yes, sir. May I start?
Yeah, please start, darling.
Good evening, all the dignitaries, all my fellow participants, and the ones watching this debate. I am Akshita, a student of class 11 Humanities Humanities in Dasan Brown World School, Ferozpur, Punjab. And I'm here to express my views, which is in favor of the motion. That is, internships or industrial training be a part of school learning. They say the only source of knowledge is experience. Internships give you work experience. Work experience gives you the opportunity to put your skills to application. What you have done can then be put on your resume to take your career a notch above. Hypothetically, let's say you live in a perfect world where education has covered everything you needed to learn to succeed in your workplace. Great. However, being able to do something in the classroom setting is not that will be able and end all. Much like how practicing public speaking in a class of 20 is very different to doing it in an audience of 200 strangers. Actually, putting what you have learned is entirely at different level. An internship is an opportunity employers offer to students interested in gaining work experience in specific industries and an important step to build a solid career. An internship can be an excellent way to try out a certain career. For instance, you may think you want a fast paced job in event planning. But after an internship, you may find it's not for you. That's valuable insight and that will help you choose your career path. Internships offer students a hands on opportunity to work in their desired field. They learn how their course of study applies to the real world and build a valuable experience that makes them stronger candidates for jobs after graduation. Students and employers can benefit greatly from the internships. For students, internship is a great way to gain experience, an insider's view into a possible career path, and to test out whether an option is right for them. On the flip side, in this age of talent shortage, an internship program enables employers to build a steady pipeline of young and qualified talents and connects them to community and university and provide the opportunity to foster relationships through mentorship and training. If added to school learning, internships will bring a drastic change in the world of education. It will help connect books notes to the real world. To understand the importance of practical knowledge in our lives, let's take the example of our current situation of our country and the world, the COVID 19 time period, where all of us have experienced online classes. The missing part being live interactions and practicals of various subjects. Online lectures seemed boring, and most of us felt difficult to understand the topics. And if we bring our education system the real working world, education will be more interesting, attractive, and it will help students in their overall development.
Akshita?
As the father of the
Akshita, wait.
nation,
Akshita, wait. Are you reading from the script?
no, sir.
You've memorized all this or are you reading?
Yes, sir, I memorized all this.
Alright, go on.
As the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji said that economics is untrue which ignores or disregards moral values. A child sitting in class cannot learn the values like healing from a loss. Classroom cannot teach you values like teamwork when it comes to working with strangers. Such values come with experience, where you learn to work hard, you learn how to get over the losses, you learn to interact with new people, you be responsible, be disciplined, and you learn that there's nothing like escaping from the reality. You have to learn to face it. People grow through experiencing if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built, and internships provide you the same. Thank you for lending your eyes to me and your ears.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akshita, for very strong points. Now I'll open the floor for interjection. Does anybody have a question? Rishi. Yeah, Rishi Raj. Go on.
Yeah, Akshita. Well, my question is that, as you said, that internships help helps people interact with the. So what if they did not like the reality in which they are working in? And this could go very horribly wrong if someone manipulates them. Like children are very easily distracted, so it could go very horribly wrong if any child is distracted while working.
Very relevant question. Akshita, how
Seriously,
would you like to answer that?
yes. The question was that they are to face reality no matter, like you said, you have questioned me that they have to face the reality, and if what if they don't like the reality? The thing is, they have to accept the reality. Once in life, I know they are young, but if from the age of 11 or 10 only, they just know that what the real world is. So they would have to face reality once. So they have to learn to cope up with things. That's all.
Okay. Does anybody have any other question for Akshita? All right. So wonderful. Those were our contestants for the motion. Now let's go for against the motion, and the first contestant for that is Tanmay Vyas. He's from Neelkanth Vidyapeeth International School, Hyderabad. Tanmay, please go on.
Good evening, everyone, honorable chief guests, jury members, and my dear friends and the audience. This is Tanmay from 11th Commerce Group representing Neelkanth Vidyapeeth International School, and I am against the motion. So let's assume if internship were a part of school learning, then there must be much amount of or the job facilities for companies, as not all the students want to do the same job. Some students are having some other goals to achieve in their life, and let's take another example. Like a class consists of 100 students, and are planned to take a tour for IT firm as an industrial visit. So, how many of you do you think are actually interested in engineering in the 100 students? Let's take an example of 10 students. If only 10 students are interested in engineering, what about the remaining 90 students? They're wasting their time. Instead of going to an IT firm, they can cover up the syllabus or some regular subjects. And other thing is the wastage of money and the transportation. Like if you take only 10 students to the IT firm, then you need a small bus. But if you take all of the 100 students, those who are not interested, in the 90 are not interested, then you need a huge bus or a second quantity of the bus, which may lead to wastage of money, wastage of time, and the wastage of fuel. And the next point I would like to say is wastage of time of IT firm people. Like if 100 students went to IT firm and only 10 are interested, so one person or the one employee could not look after 100 students, right? And one person can only look after 10 students. So for the guidance, you need some 10 employees, and in the 10 employees, 90 are not interested. 90 students are not interested. So there's a time test for the remaining nine employees or the guidance who may guide them as they are not interested because they are interested in some other activities which they want to achieve in their life. And the next point is mischievous thing. The students who are not interested may do any mischievous thing or a nuisance, create a nuisance uh, which may give a bad name to the school. Like they may damage the office or they may damage the laptop PCs, and they may misplace any file of the IT firm which may take them into the loss. And next, school is a place where all the students are treated equally and in a unity. So if only 10 students are taken to the IT firm, then what about the remaining 90 students? As they are interested in some other sources, so they may also be feeling like the school authorities are just only planning for the engineering or IT source, not for the source which they are interested. So in the 100 students, they need some remaining 90 students. So in that 90, 10 members are interested in singing, 10 in dance, 10 in music, 10 in martial arts, and 10 in medical, and it goes on. So if the school plans each day a trip, then there might become some 10 days for completed tour. So in this 10 days, the school may lag behind to cover up the syllabus, and the students also cannot score much in their examinations, and they have a lot of stress that with these regular subjects, and they get some extra subject for the like engineering or some other sources. And next point I would like to say is accident. If a group of 10 people were taken to a manufacturing industry and there's a machine over there and a student is kept as a machine operator by the operator for the break. So in the time gap of the break, if the machine is not handled by the student, or any wrong button is being pressed by the student, it may lead to huge loss of the company, and it may lead to accident by which the person can also lose his life. And other point is there's a particular age for the things to learn. Like according to the Indian government and cops, the age of learning the car is above 18 or 18. So similarly, there's an age for learning the internship or the industrial is above 18 or after the college life. By this note, I would like to conclude that internship for the industrial training should not be a part of a school learning. Thank you.
Okay, Tanmay, but I thought the when you mentioned the point that it should, be a liability for the company. Well, honestly, you were supposed to talk about the students, not the company. All right, no problem. That's your point of view. Now I'll open the floor for interjection. Anybody has a question for Tanmay? No questions for Tanmay. Come on, guys, be a bit more active. Were you not listening? Yeah, Akshita, go on.
Tanmay, as you have questioned, like you have mentioned a data of 100 students. So obviously the school who will just provide students an internship program that has to look, they too know that there are different careers, and children go to different careers. So they too know they would just they would have cooperation with some other the university or somewhat the industry they would be looking for. There would be, I guess, internships would be there with the universities who would themselves provide
So,
all
what is
the
your question,
careers
Akshita?
available, and who would think that.
Akshita, you're stating a
Yes, sir.
fact. You're not asking a question. Ask
And
a.
actually, she's speaking about the university, not about the school. The topic is on the school.
No,
No, no, she
I
just
am not
mentioned. She just.
asking you about this.
Yeah, but what you're
I am
saying.
asking
Yeah.
that with whosoever company they would just have an internship. We are just assuming this, that if they would have, they too obviously that. Don't you think they would think that that internships are to be provided to thousands of students, so they would be providing career. What are your views on this?
Tanmay, did you get
Uh,
the question?
yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Not all the students want to do some same kind of work, because if you are planning to take a chartered accountant or planning to become chartered accountant, why would you place him in the industrial? Or if you want to do become a singer, why would you do the internship instead of singing your own or starting your own?
Okay.
Some
Akshita, are you.
cross question on.
Yeah, you can cross question, of course.
Yes. Tell me the thing is, you're telling me that why a student who aspires to be a CA would go to engineering field. Obviously, the thing is, like the school would be providing them internships. They would ask the children to specify what career they want to pursue or what internship they want.
I'm sorry, your voice is lagging a lot. You are stuck
Akshita,
in.
we can't understand because there was a lot of latency and lag in the voice. Could you please repeat the question?
Yes, sir. I the question. I said, as Tanmay said that the one who aspires to be a chartered accountant, he would why would he just pursue the internship that is being provided for engineering? I am asking you that what if like the school would obviously ask the children that whether they want to like which internship program would they would want to attend. Like the one who would aspire to be this chartered accountant would go to that internship. Why would he just go to the internship that is for.
So, but what you are saying is not a question. What is your question? That's what I want to know. You're stating a fact. Akshita, try to understand. You need to ask him a question based on a fact. What you're doing is making a statement. Beta, You already giving him the answer of your question. All right, no problem. Let's move forward. Now we'll begin with against the motion category, and the first contestant that we have is, oh sorry, we have already begun.
Second,
I'm so
second
sorry.
question.
Second contestant, right, sir? So sorry. The second contestant is Rishi Raj. He's from Wisdom Global School. Rishi,
Yes, sir.
can you begin, buddy?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shiraj. I'm from the Wisdom Global School, Haridwar, and I am against the motion. No, actually, this should not be happening. The internship should not be considered in school education. Why? Well, that's because it not only wastes our time, but it also demoralizes people, which in turn lead to serious incidences. Well, actually, internship, like we all know, internship sounds like a very utopian word. Internship sounds like a very radical word. Okay, but by the way, this is not what it is. If you look at the, if you look at from the point of view of a of an actual intern. Well, imagine you are a leader of any sort of company. Okay, you have a very skilled project and you want to give it to any person who is skilled in that actual thing. You wouldn't give it to any intern or the one who is not skilled in that thing. So this is the reason why interns are not given the things which are skillful, which do not actually develop their actual skills. And do not even get me started at these interaction things because they're not there to interact. Today, we live in a world where interns are demoralized. They are not treated equally. Co-worker do not recognize them as equal beings. And they do not even have a choice to raise their voice, which is not what we want. And this thing just demoralizes students. Do you know that children, that we are talking about children's who are most affected by these social things. And of course, they are 30% of our population, but they are 100% of our future. We don't want them to be mentally disturbed, or we don't want them to be demoralized or depressed, right? So what these people are doing is that they're not giving any skill. They're not developing any skill of any student. Instead, they're just wasting their time and just demoralizing them, and then just like hurting their sentiments. Like it is really like let's leave it. Let's leave all those points that I just said. But you have to imagine that you have all the work from school. You have 6 hours of school. You have 3 hours of tuition. You have 3 hours of homework and three projects to work on, and then this internship. Do you think that any average person would be able to manage that? Okay, you don't believe me? Well, there is a survey happened in 2016 of interns, out of which 73% of them stated that they work 20 hours a day. Literally 20 hours a day, and this wasn't even enough. And let me tell you, if you are working on anything 20 hours in a day and you still know that this isn't sufficient, this feeling only gives stress and nothing else. And I believe that it will be having a very big hand in tomorrow's criminal activities. Why? Because a lot of surveys has shown that the people who suffered from depression at the childhood were more likely to take part in criminal activities and drug consumptions, which is not what I want my future to be. So here I rest my case, and I solely do not believe that internship should be a part of school learning at all. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Rishi. Solid points, yeah. But come on, man, if you from internships to criminal, that was a bit far fetched. and a very big leap, but okay, I can understand that. All right. So the first person to raise the hand, the floor is open for interjection, and the first person who raised the hand was Akshita. Akshita, please continue.
So, Rishi, the question is that how do you think you are going to teach a school kid to face a loss of lakhs and crores? Like you are saying that like they would go in depression or whatever, but when they are to face the reality, when they would be just doing startups and all, they have to face losses. How would you teach a school student that how to like have a loss of this much income or whatever?
Actually, Akshita, we have to develop these things in our society. We have to do this together. This is the thing because of which we are having this debate. We have to educate people about how they should interact with today's future generation and how they should teach our children, our people, all these practical uses of this modern time. We have to prepare our people to the future we do not yet
Wait, I
have
am confused.
without
Wait.
demoralizing.
I am confused. What just
Excuse me,
happened?
sir.
What just
Sir, I
happened?
wanted to interject, but there was a network lag.
Wait a minute, once you
So,
will get your chance. Wait a minute.
okay, sir. Okay,
But
sir.
wait,
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify something. I just want to know, Rishi Raj, you're from against the motion, right? And
Yes,
Akshita,
sir.
you're from for the motion, right?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you asking questions against the motion and Rishi Raj is replying for the motion? Because if you
Sir,
see, because what you asked Rishi Raj, you said, how will you prepare students for lakhs and crores of losses? That is, he's saying that you
Yes,
can't prepare that. So what you yourself contradicted your entire question. And why Rishi Raj? Just for the sake of answering, you're answering the question as well. Just for the sake of some,
sir,
Rishi,
I
Jacob sir, did you
asked
see what happened?
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
with internship they'll just
Yeah, so exactly, you are for the motion. So you just
yes,
can't.
sir. I am for the motion that yes, they should be there.
Oh, so please clarify your question first. Please find a good question because
Yes, sir.
Jayeeta ma'am, did you not also feel the same thing happening, or was it just me?
So I felt the question was like Akshita questioned well, but the answer was actually for the machine.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
actually, I'm
The
really
question was
sorry.
that
Because of the network lag, I couldn't get the question.
All
So,
right,
can someone tell the question,
Jacob
please?
sir, did you feel the same way?
No, I think just Rishi Raj, for the sake of answering, he was saying that
He
yes,
answered the
sir.
question.
he was caught in his own coat.
Quote,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
Yes, sir. So
yeah,
But
that's what
Akshita like
happened.
questioned correct कि अगर internship would
yes,
not be there, how will you teach them? The
Yeah,
question
that's
was
what she meant. That's what I'm saying. I
yes,
know
yes,
what she
sir.
meant. I know what she meant. But I was like, why did all of a sudden Rishi Raj change his stance
was
from against the motion to for the motion? All right, so Rishi Raj, you got caught behind your tails, man. I'm so sorry. All right,
That's okay.
though no problem. Vansh has a question, so let's go for another
I
question.
do have a question. I raised my
Yeah.
hand.
Oh, Rishi Raj, now
Okay.
everybody has a question for you, but I'll only take one more question. All right, Vansh, go on.
Okay. So, sir, my question to Rishi Raj is that from where did you how did you connect it that students will be demoralized, they will be going to depression, and from depression they'll do criminal activities. So I want an explanation about this. And the second thing you told about it takes time, or maybe it's like a waste of time, as you told. So I just want to tell that internship is giving you some experience which is not considered as a waste of time. For example, if you are going for a job, it's a new job, and your employer gives you a basic task which you are not able to complete. And the basic tasks are like other communications and all, which are taught in internship. So if you are not able to do that basic task, then your employer will tell you that you have wasted your 15 years of time. So for this, you need internships to give you the basic knowledge of whatever field you want to enter. And I
Again,
want the
Vansh,
explanation about that depression
Vansh,
thing. How
What
is it
is
demoralizing students?
Vansh? What is the question? Guys need to understand. Your question needs to be short and crisp and about the fact. You are giving statements and not asking the question. What is the question? What do you want to ask Rishi Raj? Be
Sir, how are
specific.
the students demoralized through internships?
All right, Rishi.
Or how do they go into depression through internships?
Very clear. Now that's a question. Rishi Raj, what's your rebuttal?
So the thing is that when you are working on a job, you want to be considered equally. And yes, I can understand that any person would any normal person would not be as efficient as any other employee which has a lot of experience, but at least he or she is giving are given their time, and this is why they should be considered as equals, but this is not what is happening. They are not considered equals by their co-workers, their leaders, and because of it they do not even have the choice of making their own decisions and even raising their voice, which in turn leads to depression, obviously, because you are reading low in the society you are living in. You are working with them, but then also they are constantly demoralizing you. They're constantly they are refusing your all of the work which you have done, and they are giving you the work which you do not even need to do. And by the way, for the that work query, let me ask you one question. Do you know what is the most common thing which interns do? Well, it is photocopy. Where is the skill in that? There isn't. Actually, all the companies want their all their employees to do their best, and this is why they do not. They just prefer all the interns as just laborers. So this was my rebuttal.
Wow, that's some
I think
really,
that was very well answered.
yeah.
That was well answered.
Wow, that was really, and that means that
Sir,
also
can I?
shows.
Okay.
No, no, only two questions allowed. No, this otherwise this will
No, like,
debate.
so one more interjection to the answer that he gave.
No,
Like, still, I can say still I'm not satisfied with the answer.
but that's not a problem. Those are rules of the game.
Okay.
Don't
Okay,
try
yeah,
to
no
twist
problem, sir.
words. And remember, don't try to twist words. I said two interjections allowed. That doesn't mean if he has answered one, you get two more. सी ये वही वाली चीज नहीं होती यहाँ पे कि तीन जिनी मिले लास्ट विश पे मैं एक और तीन विशेस मांग लूंगा. All right, no problem. So moving forward, our last contestant for the day is Samya Dhall. Samya, please begin.
Yes, am I audible? I just wanted to clear one point.
Yeah, you
Am I
are loud
audible?
and clear, Samya.
Okay, thank you, sir. A marvelous evening to one and all present here. Myself, Samya Dhall, from Rashimam School, Ferozpur, Punjab. Today, I'll be speaking against the motion. That is, should internships or industrial training be a part of school knowledge? Which depends on me.
Samya,
Yes, sir.
again,
Not audible.
not audible, darling. Yeah, you can put the mic, hold the mic near your mouth.
But sir, the gestures, like, they won't be clear then. Now, is it okay now?
There is some disturbance. All right, you can try.
Yes, sir. I'll speak slowly. A marvelous evening to one and all present friends. Myself, Samya Dhall, from Dashangan Girls School, Ferozpur, Punjab. Today, I'll be speaking against a motion. That is, should internships slash industrial training be a part of school learning? First of all, we know that an intern is a position for training to work for an organization, sometimes without pay, in order to gain experience or to satisfy requirements of the qualification. And industrial learning in the next phase movement, schools to provide immense and practical education.
Samya, I can't understand anything.
Sir, I'm sorry, I am not able to understand
Yes,
anything.
sir. I do.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, it's
Samya,
not audible.
it's not audible.
Samya just she can do one thing. She can remove her earphones maybe then from that laptop.
And also, I don't think without the earphones it will be on.
Yeah, yeah, it
Now
will be
it's
audible.
okay. Now
Now
it's
it's
okay.
And
okay.
now
So
it's
you
okay.
hold it
Yeah.
like this only, Samya.
Okay, sir. I'll just.
Samya, you don't have to
Yes.
do it
Now
like
is
that.
it audible?
Hold it like this in front of your mouth. It's okay. That's a problem. If you can't
It,
do that.
I
So the
think
gestures won't be
she needs
visible
she
now.
needs
Oh,
she
okay.
needs to do the gestures.
All right. No problem. You can do it.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Yes. So I strongly believe. So may I start from the
Start from
beginning
the
or
beginnings,
I start
Samya.
from
Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you, sir. A marvelous evening to one and all present here. Myself, Samya Dhall, from Pakistan World School, Ferozpur, Punjab. Today, I'll be speaking against the movement that is keep internship and
Again, I can't hear you.
maybe it's the network problem or the earphones.
I don't think so. I guess it's the internet problem. We are losing her in between as well.
Sir,
Okay.
actually,
Uh,
the speed is full, like I just checked the speed before the meeting.
just hold the mic like this and do the gestures with one hand, then I presume.
Yes, sir. A marvelous evening to one and all present here. Myself, Samya Dhall from Dakhiram World School. Today, I'll be speaking against the motion. Should internships slash industrial training be a part of school learning? First of all, we all know that an intern is a position of a trainer who works in an organization, sometimes without a pay, in order to gain experience satisfy the requirement of qualification and industrial training creates confusion which will support manage with and tends to perform the physical things. As strongly believe
Sir, nothing is audible.
Yes, sir. Same here.
Same here, sir.
Can't hear you, Samya. It's all right, Samya. I can't delay it much further. No problem. We'll invite you in the next debate. Don't worry. So don't lose hope, Samya.
Okay, sir.
So I guess, guys, Dawson Brown will not be participating due to some technical issue because we can't rate one kid from Dawson Brown and not. It would be unfair for both the kids. Akshita, I'm so sorry. You will
Sir, it,
wait. Akshita, wait. Listen to me
sir,
first.
she can just shift on to her.
Akshita, there is a live session going on YouTube. This is not a Zoom meeting. Try to understand. We have people waiting who are specifically watching this debate. There are subscribers for that. So I know you're very enthusiastic, Akshita. Don't worry, we will invite you. You will participate in the next debate, but we will make sure that no technical issues arrive at that time. All right. In fact, let me just quickly go for the closing statements from Jacob sir and Jayeeta ma'am. Jacob sir, over to you.
Thank you, dear students. It was lovely hearing you. Okay, and due to some technical issues, few of them I was just waiting for Samya because she said that gestures. Of course, everybody tried well, but dear students, if I can, the topic was should internship. Now, internship and industrial. How much time I have? First of all, sir.
So you can take as much time as you want. Don't
Oh,
worry.
thank you. Okay. So the topic is should internship, industrial training be part of school? That is, internship can be of any type of training which has been given, any type of platform. Not necessary you go to the factory, you go to a manufacturing unit, you go to a company. It's not like that. You can go for a farmland, you can go to a hatchery, you can go somewhere else, anywhere you can go. Okay, so that's one point which you have to understand, and you also need to understand that why. I'm not putting the points like we should have and we should not have, because there are situations where you can, there are situations where you cannot. So this is the first main point. Someone said, I have missed out, but someone said that like there may be hundred of choices, but you get few. It is not about choosing. It
Yeah.
is just to get a taste, a flavor. Okay, and then you can move along. At least you will know, okay, this job. Like, do you know, in career, now in career there are thousands of things, and you just name and tell me, and I'll tell you there is a career in that. Every field, dear students, you should understand that even from a hair, the hairstylist, you can become a great career. You can have a great career. To a nail, nail painting, girls are there, nail painting, nail art. So everything has a career. So if you get an exposure, so why we need exposure in the school? So is just because you come to know. Otherwise, after class 11, 12, what is the nature in India? Only medical engineering. But there are so many things in engineering. Also, there are so many things which students like you should know, and that is why school should come up. And of course, it's not an easy I am saying, because even the companies or wherever the things are there, we are going to get the training. So those people need to have a mindset. Okay, these 20 students will come. Let us say when you were small, you were taken to a post office. Do you remember? You were taken to a bank. What happened? At least you know. Okay, this is a bank. This is the lifestyle. This is something. You get motivated. You might not have gone through the training of like in a banker or something in a post office, but these are some of the exposures. At least you will come to know. Like, I will tell you from my life, like, we were not aware that these are the options. We, and now also the present generation, they only know few things, that they have to become an IT engineer, they have to become an engineer, they have to become a medical. But these training, these seminars, these internship, of course, someone said that there is a age, right? There is a age, but before that, you have to start looking at your dreams, shape up your dreams. Okay, maybe, and it is very good and fine if tomorrow morning you say, "Oh, I don't like music," supposing. Okay, you are making a career in AR Rahman studios. Like, I have one of my students, so he is there. So tomorrow you say, "I don't like." It is all good. Tomorrow you can go and find out another option, but how you will find out? Until unless you know. Now, from where you will come to know? You will come to know from your friend. Ex friend is doing something, Y friend is doing something. There are, things to be taken care of. But of course, I don't remember who said this, but of course, there is a age factor, there is a safety and security concern, there is interest concern. So, but my only concern is that exposure should be there. Like, we go to the market, we purchase our clothes, our dresses. So there are hundreds of dresses. Do you mean to say that those 100 dresses are bad? You pick up one. Okay, so until unless you have a choice, so, and this choice should come in an early age, because career, you will be studying till 25 years of age, and after that you will settle up, and then someone will tell you, "Oh, you are not fit for this job." Supposing someone tells me, "Oh, sir, you are not fit for this job. So how do you like it?" So, but we had no choices. Anyway, all of you all spoke very well, and I was very eagerly waiting for this Samya Dhall, because she started with a very nice gesture. No, no offenses to others, but very good. I just want to tell Vansh, you have lot of things, but you just abruptly stopped. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, even this topic,
Yeah, you asked. Yeah,
yeah.
you asked that. So I
Yes.
later on you were putting up good questions, so that was also good. But coincidentally, no asked some
Yes, sir.
questions to you,
Yeah,
and
yeah. That's what I thought. So the cross question should have been more. Yeah.
never mind. All of you are winner, and I would like to clap for you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
So,
you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Very thank you.
Jaita
Yeah.
ma'am, over
Thank
to
you, sir.
you.
Students, I think you did a wonderful job. I was thoroughly enjoying myself listening to you all come up with such strong opinions. So it was a very interesting topic to start off with. I really believe that there are two sides to the coin, so well balanced. I'm sure none of you had any problem finding points for your the topic that the side that you chose or were given. So yes, there are two sides to the coin, and over here also, yes, you get exposure, like Jacob sir correctly pointed out, that you do get a lot of exposure from internships. But then, like Rishi Raj and a few others pointed out, there it has to be handled with a lot of accountability, lot of responsibility. It can involve a lot. work that is not age appropriate, and hence the school is involved, or the companies, or the firms involved that are absorbing those interns, they have to be very careful and mindful about the jobs that they're dishing out. And yes, I think it's a brilliant idea to give this opportunity to kids, because when you start expecting such big actions from them, they stand up to those expectations. So I think exposures, but has, that is that apart, the content apart, about the stylistic nuances that you all showed, a few comments for that. On an online platform, it was a little difficult to judge how many of you were actually reading out from the monitor, and how many of you were actually saying it spontaneously. So there's a very thin line, and even though the points did come out as very great from some, I had a strong hunch that maybe it was being read out.
Yeah.
So, as a judge, I continuously had that thought, because debate is supposed to be very spontaneous. It is supposed to be like, even if you have a prompter, it has to just have the key points, and you have to come up with your own explanation. So I was looking for spontaneity throughout the presentation. I was looking for that spontaneous expression, which a few of you had. For a few of you, it was not very clear. So from next time onwards, just make sure that the eye contact that you're making is with the camera, that you're talking to the camera. And that points, you should be they should be in your heart. You should be sold onto them, so that when it comes to talking about those points, you need not have a prompter in front. You should be able to go ahead with it spontaneously. And the expressions and everything, moderated expressions are always better than too hyper or too much exaggerated expressions. They look unnatural. So unnatural is something that we try to avoid. It has to be natural. All that emotion that you're putting into your ideas, that has to come out of your heart. It should not look like you are putting up a play, you're putting up a drama where there's a lot of action into it. It should seem natural, and even the drama should seem natural. So those are the only suggestions that I have for you. Other than that, rest all well done. Samya, I know you must be feeling very low right now, honey, but please don't feel bad. I think, online forum always gives us these moments of, so to say, a setback, or a place wherein the things are out of our control. I'm sure you had prepared wonderfully, and there's always a next time, and I'm sure next time is going to be much, much more rosier for you. So don't feel bad about it, and very well done to all the participants. I thoroughly enjoyed the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the lovely words. And yeah, your points were absolutely right. Even I had this strong. That's why I butted in between when I said, "Is anybody reading?" Because you could clearly have that sense. But no problem. One quick thing, ma'am, could you please send me the marks for everybody? And Jacob sir, you have not sent me the marks for Tanmay. So no problem. While we get the marks, I want the audience. Let's quickly switch over to a video. Please enjoy yourself.
Do you want the marks of all of them, or just the total marks, or just or you want?
I want the marks from Vishi. Once Vishi
think I'm done sending the marks to you.
Yes, ma'am. I've gotten it. I just want, yeah. So Jacob sir has also sent me the marks. So let me quickly do some quick calculations, and I have the winners with me. So, who's excited? Come on, guys, show me some excitement, please.
I guess we all are
Of
right
course, sir,
now.
of course, all the students or the participants are excited.
All right. So I have the marks with me. Uh, the winner for the motion category is Vishi. Vishi, where are you?
Thank you.
There,
Yes, sir,
there you
right here.
are. Yeah. So
Happy.
congratulations, Vishi.
Thank
Come on,
you.
guys, clap, yeah. Yay! And for against the motion, the winner is, of course, Rishi R. Rishi Raj. So
Very much. Thank you, sir.
even though बेटा आप जरा मोशन आपकी skip हो गई थी, against से आप 4 में चले गए थे, but you still won against the motion category. And
Thank you.
Samya and Akshita, I have your marks, Akshita, but then there's no point since कुछ हो नहीं पाया.
So,
But
sir, you can tell me
so
my marks only if
you actually scored second, so don't worry. So, but again, we'll have another quiz. We have another debate coming up in the next week or maybe next to next week. My team will get in touch with you and we'll bring you on board as well. So don't lose heart, all right? And thank you so much, Jacob sir. Thank you so much, Jayeeta ma'am, for taking out time from your busy schedule. I know you guys are very busy. And thank you so much, guys, for coming on board for the lovely debate. So, moving forward, and thank you so much for the subscribers for coming online. Have a nice day, good evening, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, sir.
So,